Welcome back to the Real Estate Rat Pack Radio Show with Chris, Joe, and Rob. The crew is taking your calls, so dial in at 1-800-808-5548.
And we're back.
Guys are like stereo. Anyway, I'm coming to bring Jeff Gibson up here. He's kind of fairly new with Permapeer, and tell me what your capacity you're working.
Well, I'll be moving down from Dallas to take over some of the extra leads we're going to be having coming in from the internet and different things. And I'll be working with Brian Gilchrist to do evaluations, and then I'll be working marketing.
Describe what an evaluation is. When what you do, you come out. Someone says, "I think I've got an issue." You come out, and where do you start and where do you end?
We'll get the leads that come in from cracks and different things like that, and I'll come out, and we've got a zip level that would take elevation changes from if your foundation's deflecting from the front to back, or try to find out what's going on.
That's how Joe hunts elevations.
Yes,
That's
right.
Exactly.
And
You bring a machine?
Sniff out
the zip level is what we bring out to do the. I'm not walking around going, you feel a little low over here. I can actually tell you.
Well, I understand you can feel a 1 inch drop in 8 foot. As I understand it, you can physically feel that. So sometimes if you feel like you're walking down here, there's a good chance that you are.
Yes.
And that's a good time to call Permapeer and say, come out and do it. Now, do you all charge for your evaluations when you come out?
We do the evaluations for free, and we do not only slab work, but pier and beam as well. And there's a lot of pier and beam here. And
there is. You get inside the loop, there's a lot of crawl space and things like that. And, of course, those are a little bit easier to work on, so you don't have to tear up stuff as much.
On the pier and beam?
Yeah, on a pier and beam.
Oh, it's fun to crawl under a house. We actually crawl. At Permapeer, we crawl for your pier and beam. Repairs. So we get under the house. We crawl
for your business. That's exactly right. And of course, we'll have Ashley to come up later. And of course, I have witnessed him crawling. I sold a house on the Heights, and he actually dug his way underneath to go crawl. He's one of the few inspectors that will still call.
That's where he got his family pet, a 1.5-foot spider named Steve.
That's right. And but it is a process, because sometimes when you have those older houses, I'm the straight guy here, and. Everyone else is a funny man.
Right.
Not talking about sexual orientation anymore.
I was going to say, Rob always feels the need to clarify. Yeah, he is straight man.
Hey, Rob, I told you, man, we're still friends no matter what.
There's no judgment here, Rob.
He's still on the rebound, though, remember?
on some occasions, that there are grade beams and stuff that have rotted away and caused the deflection in the floors and things like that. So do you all work on that kind of thing, too, or do you call somebody in? Because those are old wooden beams on some of those old houses. And they will actually rot away, and you have to come in with equipment, lift the house up, pull that beam out, and put a new one in. Do you all do that too?
Yes, absolutely. Replace the beams, the floor joists, the subfloor, whatever needs to be fixed.
And at the point a great beam rots away, it's then technically referred to as a average beam or subpar beam.
Yeah. Most of the grade beams are concrete, so if it's rotting away, you got problems.
Well, what I've seen a lot of, and people should be aware of this on these older houses, when there's a crawl space, that you're supposed to have a minimum of 18 inches. And, and I have had one house I sold that had to be dug out. They actually had to excavate it because it had like 6 inches, and there's no way you could get in there and do anything. But if you have soil hitting against those beams, they'll rot. I don't care if they're water, treated or not.
Water damage, termite damage, all kinds of things. And as you start to see moisture damage on these beams, they're more susceptible to termite damage. So that's
termites. Subterranean termites love soft, wet wood. There's no
Absolutely.
doubt about it. And that's why oftentimes you'll see termite damage start occurring around your trim and your front doors and the exterior doors. That water, they didn't prime it correctly usually, because most of the time builders don't prime that trim. Water bounces up, starts getting real wet. I did a house in Bel Air one time, and they had to take it apart full of subterraneans. And beams are the same way. Wet, moist, they love it. They don't like that hard wood, They want the easy stuff to chew, So anyway, so
it's hard to find a good hardworking termite these days. They
don't want the easy stuff.
They're lazy.
Foundation repair company, and we're not lazy. We're honest and reliable, and we'll come out.
That's one thing I really liked about it, because there's some companies out there who will come out and convince you that you need to have major work done, and sometimes it's not that. Sometimes it's something that can be easily rectified in other ways. And so you all are very good about that. It's like you really don't need anything, or it's so minimal as coming out and doing something major is not going to help you a lot. So,
Sure.
This isn't television. You can't shake your head.
No. I'm just agreeing with you.
Nodding in agreement over there.
Can you hear me?
So
Well, they just have to go out and look at cracks. I mean, and whether they're going to do something with it or not.
That's usually the first thing people see is a crack. Don't get us started. We've got three shows like this.
Of course, usually that's Walmart, but that's another show.
Oh, wow. Okay.
But you can bring your Walmart gift card.
Yes. Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Great segue.
Nice tieback. That was
Yes,
good.
great segue. And that's for the DePelchin Children's Home.
That is correct.
So we are accepting those in all sorts of Target.
I hope they don't listen to this show.
Next year, would you not sponsor us? we would really appreciate.
We're going to have to ask y'all to quit.
Please don't call the crack people on you to do that, okay?
Yeah. Well, we had a great idea for a T-shirt on the break there that said, "Got crack? Call us." Perfect.
Right.
First, I think they'd probably get a lot of the traffic on that website. Looking for other things, but
it helps the rankings, right?
Well, thank you for the introduction.
Yes,
Very much.
and welcome to Houston.
always
Are you located here?
I'm moving down from Dallas, but I lived here before, and it's nice to get back to Houston.
So when are you going to be here on a permanent basis?
End of January.
End of January. Awesome.
Well,
welcome to Houston. How do people
He's
get
going to be
ahold of
here
you?
on a perma basis.
Yes, I really hope so. I'd like to stay this time. So,
Okay.
They can actually people can get a hold of us by going to www.permapure.com, and you can schedule an evaluation at no cost. You can actually chat with me, Ashley Bryant. I'm there live, so I can help you out. And you can also get our phone number from there. Find our Facebook, find our Better Business Bureau, a lot of other information. We also have a blog there, some fun stuff, and some informative
And
things.
let me tell you, great company. You call up Ashley, she'll just crack you up the whole time. It's
I am always cracking up, so.
Yes, the shy and retiring Ashley Bryant. So